芭比也一
好，爸
样。
比，
憋吧。
谁吃的最多？爸爸，
诶，
爸爸吃最多。呀？
You have a red tooth.
It is chaos along the Jersey Shore.
The storm virtually crippled one of the wealthiest and most powerful cities in the world. For the first time since 9/11, bridges and tunnels leading in and out of the city closed.
The water's right down there, you know. That's it. If it hits again, the house ain't gonna hold up. That house is gone. See, the windows, everything got blown out. Yeah, yeah, it's bad.
Completely flooded. Everything. You look outside from my window all the way up there. You look outside, all you see is people's rooftops, and that's it. Everything else is just brown water.
We use the steel staircase in this application because it needs to be non-combustible. Reinforced 18 by 18 inch columns. I believe it's a double 4 by 12 girders that were installed. The underneath assembly is fire rated. In the back you have a utility shaft that you run your utilities up. If you can see, the gas meter is there.
So would you say this house has been restored with respect to its safety, mitigating any future flood damages, bringing the house upstairs and, you know, generally in safer and better codes?
Yeah, so we're over DFE, and we're over DFE by 8 inches, so we're even further than what FEMA requires and what New York City Department of Building requires. So that to me extends the safety of any flood issues in the future. Again, with all the mechanicals being raised, I think during any storm conditions that it'll be likely this home will be functioning.
And on the fire rating, it almost looks like that's plywood, or it looks like wood. Is it a gypboard, or what is it? What do they use?
The assembly is 5/8 dense glass, which gives you a 1 hour rating, and then you can use the 1/2 inch sheathing underneath, and then we paint.
To protect it, okay.
We insulate using R21 underneath the floor, inside the cavities.
Very good idea. She brought it up, it looks like 12 feet. But she brought it up. She looks like she's going to be a very happy person, in my opinion. I would have loved to do something like that.
How much water did you have?
Inside settled at 4 feet.
That's your living
My whole
room,
house.
kitchen,
Everything.
everything.
Everything. We lost everything. There's the loft bedroom upstairs, which was my daughter, but my half a roof blown off. So she lost stuff from that.
Okay.
So we got hit both ways.
Wow.
I did not ever need flood insurance. I never had a drop of water in my crawl space in any storm. Any water main thing, nothing. Never a drop of water.
I'm from Louisiana. We live with that.
You know what that's like.
But you never expected it here.
No, no.
What about your experience? You've not lived here, or you've lived here since Sandy?
It's been tough. It's been a long ride, and I want to come home. I do. We've been, as soon as my husband dropped the plywood on the floors, we had no walls. We were still back home. We did not say, oh, poor us. We dealt with it. It didn't matter. This is our home. We had great memories here. And we want to make memories again the right way, not the wrong way.
So where did you drive those first? Are we sistering all these floor joists up, or are they pretty strong?
It's the new PSL.
The new PSLs are going in.
Yeah,
Any floor joist sistering, or that's staying?
There's small, but like no, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't think.
Not in the worst shape.
Yeah, they look okay. All right, good.
We've now been in that program for almost 2 years. We've got over 400 homes in design state for elevates. We've looked at over 1,000 for rehabilitation. So this is one of our elevate properties here. We're very excited. It's obviously lifted, and homeowner appears to be very happy. And we look for many of these in the future.
Are you happy? Oh, you don't know how much. This is a ray of sunshine. That's what you need, is that ray of sunshine.
We were not selected because we were big. We were selected because the ideas that were presented by Steve Train are based on the experiences that we have gained. IBTS stands for Institute for Building Technology and Safety. It's a not-for-profit organization. Came into existence about 12 years back, although prior to that we were part of our mother organization called National Conference of States on Building Codes and Standards. That organization was created about 40-some years back by the governors of the states to bring the uniformity of the building codes among all the 50 states.
Minimum housing standards. So the city, the BAB program, obviously the residents of the city of New York, their families.
Training actually helped us to be recognized as not typical FEMA hired contractor. We felt an organization would help by improving the community, by looking at the long term, and by sharing the lessons that we have learned from that one community to other communities. So it is in that sense, that is the difference between what we do and what other for-profit organizations do that provide similar services. That is where I became more aware of IBTS value as a not-for-profit organization, where we were not just looking to complete our deliverables, but to see, go beyond and help the community. What we are trying to do is work with the communities and now with homeowners to improve the communication relationship. So that's our next sort of challenge. And I hope in next few years, as we complete these 5,000 plus homes, that we are able to bring these homeowners into their repaired homes safer and better. This is the New York City Build It Back mission.
Sandy caused a lot more critical damage to the house than what we or the city and IBTS knew about. So now that's what I go into the houses and look for. Most of the damaged homes were just sheetrocked and everything, but it's more severe. Sandy did a lot more damage than we knew about. So, and now it's coming up to surface in each DC we go to.
We enter a property, we're looking at all sorts of different safety issues. Obviously handrails, and we're looking for any leaking gas, things like that, any electrical concerns. These might not, once again, have anything to do with a flood event, but they are life safety issues. It could be something as simple as a tripping hazard, things like that. So environmental concerns are definitely a major life safety issue.
We've got to make the determination out in the field whether or not it is. and to what extent it affects the house, and if there are any other underlying issues that come up as we go to each job site. Every job site's different. There hasn't been one that's the same at all, even with the same problems, the same problems, the same damage, but due to the house and the conditions, we got to approach it differently.
Program clarification is important, and that goes for everybody, whether that's the homeowner, the contractor, the architectural consultant, the intake process, any part of the program. We all need to know what's available, what we can do, what can't be done, whenever we can get that sort of clarity.
One of the most memorable moments I had here at IBTS was when a homeowner came in person to sign their tri-party agreement in this office, in which I had established a relationship with them over the phone. Then when I met them in person, I did not realize they had Parkinson's disease. So when I saw them signing their tri-party agreement, seeing how difficult it was for them to even sign a document, was rewarding, knowing that we were going to provide them the work that they needed. And having read their scope to them in person, it was especially rewarding knowing what we were going to provide for them and what type of services we were going to provide, which was crucial for them, especially since they were disabled.
I was working for a residential design firm. That was definitely different. We had different budgets and different client expectations. With this, however, it's much more hands-on. I get to stay with the client a little bit longer, find their experience, their background, where they were during the storm and how it really affected their lives. I really like to get personal and see if there's anything missing from the new design or how we can help make it really theirs and feel like how it was when they originally had it. Anything new and fresh and clean reminds them of what it originally was and, gives them a happy feeling. So that's really nice to be able to help them, get their life back in order and just return things to normal.
But for me, the most inspiring conversations I have is with the homeowners when they talk to me about their homes and what they've lost in the storm. Some have lost property in the storm. Some have lost more than just property in the storm. They've lost actual people. I know I've spoken to a homeowner who lost her husband in the storm, and that for her, that's always an emotional experience for her to have a conversation about. So being able to be there for them, knowing that I'm not just giving them back their homes, but a piece of their lives back is very important for me. They look forward to going back to their homes. So for me, that's the most important part of this job, knowing that I'm actually helping real people and taking them back to their homes and giving them back not just their homes, but a piece of their lives. That's very important to me.
I feel that we're very confident if there were to another disaster happen, like Sandy, we have learned our way through the entire process that we'll be able to deal with any other disasters. We have learned through working with Department of Buildings and New York Housing Recovery and solve any kind of hurdles that came across.
I think in 10 years, if we could serve, various states. We are right now 8 branches, different locations. We'd like to serve broader area of United States in a regional manner. So we can serve all the communities in that specialized field within 100 to 200 miles. And that's where we would like to expand and provide services.
So you feel safe now after elevating home? Or how
Yeah.
It's much better. Yeah, we don't worry about, sometimes, like before, a little rain.
Yeah, rain was...
he worked New Jersey, you're gonna call.
Yeah.
Like, how it's the...
Crawl space. We have crawl space. Like, after hard rain, the crawl space is all like...
water. It's terrible.
No. But now it's... No, we don't have to worry about out 咯，就
一個邊地過來，即係有咩要睇先例，要俾下一個。